Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reed's Read. I'm, of course, your host, Ryan Reed, creator and webmaster of the Uncanny Comic Book Reader. Please check it out at the Uncanny Comic Book Reader. Well, we're coming to an end. It's 2012 is coming away. The Oreo cookie, of course, did not tell us anything. The Mayans apparently were just like they were saying, just the cycle was over. We're all still here, so I guess we're heading to 2013. So I decided to do just a normal little 2012 wrap up kind of thing. Don't have too much to go crazy about here, but I do want to talk about the big events here of 2012 in the entertainment, technology, and comic book business. I think definitely the biggest one, of course, was Avengers. The movie made $1.5 billion. We got a sequel on, as well as the next stage, Iron Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2, even though it's not really considered part of the Avengers lineup. But anyhow, Thor Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, and of course Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy coming out, which we're looking forward to here. So I think it was a good year for movies, for comic book ways this year, and everything from Avengers, the Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, even though some people say, well, Dark Knight Rises was good, but it was a little dark and it took a little longer. Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit in that point too, but it happens. It happens. Sometimes you get big hype and then the movie doesn't do what it wants to, or sometimes you get big hype and the movie exceeds what you want to do. Kind of like the original Lord of the Rings here, The Hobbit, which hopefully we'll be seeing very shortly, but my friends have told me is very good, but they said themselves they're trying to put too much out of one book and everything else, and now we got 3 movies. The next movie is not until next Christmas, and then the one after that's the following summer, so they might have gone a little too much into it. On technology-wise, of course, they were talking about the iPad mini, which, of course, is much more affordable, a little bit smaller than your classic iPad. But the truth is, it does meet its needs. It's really great for educational and personal use, and I think that was a big win and everything. Samsung Galaxy 3 is, of course, a great little phone. I mean, I still stick with my iPhone, but the 3 is a very good phone, so hopefully the 4 will be next, or the next generation, as they call it. Comic-wise, of course, and everything, as I just mentioned with Winter Soldier, I definitely say that was a great series and everything. So if you get a chance for the trades like these here before Ed Brubaker leaves next month, I would definitely pick these up. So there they are. Series that was good that I think has fallen a little bit more to the wayside, but it's getting a little better, of course, is Wolverine and the X-Men, even though Brian Michael Bendis is kicking right now with all new X-Men and Uncanny X-Men launching here in the next couple of months. Wolverine and the X-Men still keeps a nice little tie, but I think the crossover for Avengers versus X-Men, that kind of did a little bit more away than it should have, so what are you going to do? But hopefully the current arc is doing well. Another big end, of course, but was a great series, of course, was Fantastic Four and FF, of course, by Jonathan Hickman. And I just got the current volume right here of 4 of FF before volume 6 of his Fantastic Four comes to end. I definitely recommend getting that. It was a fantastic run, if you pardon the pun. And I think he's did a fantastic job. And, of course, speaking of Jonathan Hickman, of course, if you haven't had a chance, please go check out Avengers. There it is. Because right now this is really good setup, and we're only 2 issues in, and we're going to the 3rd. I think it's got a lot of potential. Series that I'm still looking forward to, even though it's really delayed, of course, is Uncanny Avengers, especially since the Wasp is going to be one of the main members. I'm a huge Wasp fan, so I'm really happy with that. 2 big surprises that were great and everything 2012, of course, were Aquaman and Action Comics. Yeah, they launched at the end of last year, but you gotta tell me, I have not been this excited for Aquaman in years, and it's a fantastic book. If you're not getting it, please do. Action Comics, I'm so sad Grant Morrison and Rags Morales are leaving this in a couple months. Unfortunately, I'm going to walk out too. I like Andy Deagle, but got to make cuts somewhere, folks. But this has been a great series, and it really has hit the heart for Superman. It made me love Superman again. 2 other series is, of course, I definitely high men, and of course, also by the same writer, of course. Indestructible Hulk and Daredevil by Mark Waid. Fantastic books. I mean, really, Daredevil, this is the best it's been since Bendis has been on. And Indestructible Hulk, like I said, 2 issues in, and it's really enjoyable. I highly recommend that book. And then, of course, a surprise hit. Can you be surprised? Hawkeye. I have to tell you, Matt Fraction and David Aja are doing a fantastic job in this series, and I really hope it continues. I mean, it is a really enjoyable series, especially the upcoming Hurricane Sandy issues here in the next 2 months, which all proceeds and royalties go to hurricane relief for Sandy. So I think those are the best series out of it. I'm going to throw a huge thing up, of course, to The Walking Dead being not only a great series, but also a great TV series. And season 4 just got renewed, even though one of the actors is leaving. Yeah, that was not such a... Yeah. It's Hollywood, folks. I tried. I was in there. I was an actor too, but get to the point too where like, do you really want to cause those problems? I mean, look at Last Man Standing. They got rid of the original Kristen and they brought in the new one from Grey's Anatomy, and then they got the ex boyfriend father person. Talk about ruining a good comedy series when it worked the first time. But like I said, that's Hollywood. Otherwise, not much to say myself. I'm enjoying my new job immensely. I'm looking forward to the next semester and hopefully many years, including my work. My family and I are working on some tributes ourselves. Hopefully, 2013 will see us in our own house of our own and everything else, and not the what has been behind me the many months here. But otherwise, I'm really loving what I've been doing with the Uncanny Comic Book Reader. I hope you check it out. We have our own Facebook page, so come like us now. You can follow a link straight from the blog if you'd like to, so please check it out. Of course, look for me on Twitter. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic holiday season and a wonderful new year, and I will see you in 2013. And yes, in 2013, we will be talking a lot. I do mean a lot about Green Lantern as well as Avengers. So I will see you there. See you later.